Welcome to Asmara Javed Learning Channel. Let's learn about the character sketches in the Lost World. A character sketch is an analysis or representation of a character. It is a quick rendering of a character, and writing a sketch is about asking and answering questions. It is a written piece that is a person's personality or behavior. It can be written in present tense. It is advisable to mention some incidents as well. It has some elements: a backstory, what the character wants, well-defined personality traits, physical description, the way they talk, and how they change. What is the process of writing a character sketch? Brainstorming, then creating or completing graphic organizers, and drafting, and finally writing. And it's a format of writing a character sketch: beginning, first paragraph, and supporting details. You can also include your own opinions. Let's watch the video to analyze the character sketch of Mr. Mellon. Mr. Mellon is a 23-year-old reporter for the Daily Gazette. He is in love with Gladys Hungerton, who rebuffs his proposal of marriage because she wants a man who is willing to face death in the effort to accomplish a great deed. He thinks if he undertakes such a task, she will then marry him. Mellon is not a man who shrinks from danger, nor is he someone who doesn't think through his actions before undertaking them. He therefore goes against his nature in his quest to fulfill Gladys' requirements for a husband. He enlists the help of his editor McCordle to find him a story he can cover, which involves danger and great accomplishments. Mr. Mellon uses his intelligence and cunning to win an interview with Professor Challenger. He poses as a science student to gain entry to the professor's home, and through his actions he also gains the professor's acceptance. Mr. Mellon shows true courage on the plateau as he does his part to keep himself and the others safe. He also shows determination by not allowing setbacks such as falling into a pit. So the character of Mr. Mellon shows that we should have undefeatable determination, unceasing efforts, and unflinching faith in our life. Students, let's learn about the character of Professor George Challenger. Professor Challenger is a man of great self-confidence who is used to people agreeing with everything he says. He is an independent man who is not afraid to take on the scientific establishment when his findings are challenged. He is also a man to be feared because of his fierce temper and bull-like strength. It is he who shows up unannounced and take over the expedition without asking the others what they would like to do. This is because he assumes they will naturally take orders from him, and at first they do. After he is challenged by Professor Summerlee, he still acts like he is in charge of the expedition. He even goes so far as to charm the chief of the ape men in an effort to save Summerlee and Lord John. Professor Challenger glows in the aftermath of his producing a live pterodactyl at the lecture hall. He is not happy to create got away, but he is happy to be vindicated. No longer would anyone question his findings concerning dinosaurs. Students, let's analyze the character of Lord John Roxton. Lord John Roxton is a man who seeks out adventure, no matter how far he has to travel to find it. He is also a man who will not stand by as others are treated badly. He stands up for those who no one else will defend, as he did with the natives who were being enslaved in South America. It was because of his actions there that the men became trapped in the plateau. He had killed the brother of one of the native guides. So as a form of retribution, he eliminated the men's only means of egress of the plateau. Lord John is also a formidable marksman, which comes in handy during the Akala War against the Doda ape men. Lord John is fearless and pragmatic during the time the men are on the plateau. He not only looks at the new wonders that are surrounding him, but he also looks for any signs of danger which might be nearby. He wants the others to be aware of their surroundings, and he is the one to escape the ape men and go to the camp for weapons. He is also the first one of the men willing to help the Akala in their last battle with the Doda. Lord John is not only a nobleman, but he is a man of courage and honor. The last he proves as he shares his wealth from the diamonds he bought off the plateau with the other men. Let's draw the character sketch of Professor Summerlee. Professor Summerlee is a professor of comparative anatomy and he is 66 years old. He is a thin, frail man who Lord John thinks will be a hindrance during the expedition. He is also an opponent of Professor Challenger because he doesn't believe it is possible for there to be living dinosaurs in South America. He also considers himself to be an intellectual equal to Challenger. It is Professor Summerlee who gives the expedition findings to the gathered masses at the Queen's Hall. He sums up their experiences and gives a very good accounting to the various animals and plant life they discovered on the plateau. The professor changed the most of all the men on the expedition because he changed his point of view and he learned he couldn't endure more hardship than he had previously thought. Students, let's learn about the character of Gladys Hungerton. She is an intelligent woman who has grand aspirations for herself. She wants to become the wife of a famous man, a man she can be known the world over, as his become the wife of as his wife. After he returns to her, she only breaks his heart by introducing him to her new husband, and her only explanation is that she was lonely during last 6 months.